Hi there! Today I will be making scrambled eggs and showing how. So, first things first, turn on the burner to about 3/4 of the whole way. You don't want it on all the way because you'll burn your eggs, but you don't want it on too light either. So the first thing you'll need is the actual eggs. I usually like to use 4 when I'm eating just for myself, for kind of a solid dinner with a lot of protein. So in order to crack an egg, you want to hold a bowl still and crack it on the side while folding the shell in and letting the yolk slip out. As I do that, I fold the eggshell in itself and set it aside to toss away later. Repeat that with the other 3 eggs. And then I grab my whisk. You want to just whisk the eggs so they mix all together, so you can't really tell where one egg starts and the next egg begins. Like this. Then, I like to add cheese for flavoring. Typically, I add about 2/3 of a cup of finely grated medium cheddar cheese. Just pour that in there. And then continue to whisk a little bit more. After that, I take some salt, I sprinkle it into my hand, just a few pinches, and then I wipe it off into the bowl. Just enough. Then I take my pepper, I sprinkle 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Close it and set it aside. Continue to whisk it up. It kind of begins to take this kind of shape. Oh, I feel that my burner is getting hot. I take my pan and I place it square on my burner. Next, take my egg scramble mixture. I pour it gently into my pan, being careful not to splash anything up onto me. And I set the bowl and the whisk aside in the sink to clean in a second. Next, I grab a flat wooden handled spoon, and I use it to push the egg mixture across the middle of the pan. Now the middle of the pan tends to be the warmest part of the pan, so you want to keep making sure that the egg mixture is crossing through the middle of the pan to ensure that it's evenly heating. See how the eggs are beginning to clump up as I do this? I continue to do this as I make my eggs. Now that the eggs are beginning to take a bit more shape, I continue to meticulously push the eggs across the middle of the pan, careful in that I'm scraping the bottom of the egg mixture off the pan. Now personally, I don't care for my eggs to be very runny, so this process takes me quite a while. I continue to scrape the edges of the pan in an effort to make the entire runny mixture cross over the middle of the pan. Again, this portion, where my spoon is circling right now, is the hottest portion of the pan, and that's where the cooking of the eggs gets primarily done. See, my eggs are beginning to take a shape now and are less runny all around. Now what I like to do now is a little unconventional. I like to press my spoon down on my eggs to kind of get them to burn the bottoms a little bit because I like my eggs slightly burnt. Now, here you see, they're not runny at all. They're nice and steamy and they smell really good. That concludes the making of my eggs. Now, when it's time to eat them, after the pan has cooled down, I scoop them out onto a plate, grab a fork, and enjoy. Thanks for watching!